All right, you guys. So I'm going to set my timer too so I don't go over. But tonight we're going to talk about mindset. And the reason that I wanted to go over this with you guys tonight is because, I was thinking back to, and, just conversations that I've had with people over the last couple weeks, as well as with myself about succeeding in this business and what it takes to succeed in this business. And I think sometimes we forget one of the most important parts of this entire business is your mindset. Okay. And as a brand new coach, a lot of people overlook the fact that you should be doing personal development every single day. I was one of those coaches that I was like, I don't have time for personal development. Like, I'm a pretty positive, upbeat person. Maybe some of you guys are catching yourself saying that. And I'm like, I don't need a book to tell me that I need to be happy, right? Like, I'm a happy person. So I'll focus on just doing the shakes and making sure that I'm doing my workouts and I'm sharing, and it'll be fine. And then I got my first no. And then I got my second no. And then I got my third, and then a fourth and fifth, and 1,000 no's later. And it's like my world was crumbling, right? The faith in myself and the belief in myself in this business and taking it to the next level was slowly fading away because I had people saying no. And I had people just doubting me and telling me that this business would never grow into something bigger, and it was a pyramid scheme and only people at the top would make money, and why are you spending time doing that, and all this stuff. And when you have stuff like that happen, you guys, which you're going to, okay, like, it's inevitable, it's going to happen, and I'm going to prepare you for it. Okay, if you are not controlling your mindset, then you're going to crumble really fast. Even if you're one of the most positive, upbeat, happy people, okay? Because no one can take that. No one can handle that without controlling your mindset and being grounded in the belief that you know that you can take this to the next level, okay? So before I get into kind of the nitty gritty, guys, I want you to think about where you're at right now, okay? Now, I know I have some brand new spanking coaches on that literally signed up like a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, and you're like, oh, I don't know about this, right? Like, I don't know what I'm going to turn this business into, or I don't know how I feel about it quite yet. And maybe you're nervous, okay? So think about where you're personally at right now. How are you feeling? Do you feel lost? Do you feel overwhelmed? Overwhelmed is such a normal feeling, you guys. Do you feel frustrated? Do you feel unmotivated? Do you feel like this is never going to grow into something bigger? Are you personally telling yourself in the back of your head, it's a fun little, hobby, and it's never really going to get anything bigger, but, like, I see other people succeed, but that could never be me, right? Like, I could never do that. Like, what are you telling yourself? Or maybe on the flip side, I know there's some people who I see on here who are crushing it right now as a brand new coach, and they are excited. They have that fire in their belly because they've had their first few customers sign up, okay? And maybe they've hit emerald, which some of you are probably like, what the heck does that even mean, right? That's okay, you'll learn. Or they signed up their first coach, okay? Or they're sharing their results. They're doing the workouts and they're seeing the changes from the Beachbody workouts and the nutrition plan and the supplements, and they're feeling on fire because they're seeing success in those things, you guys. They're sharing their daily journey on social media, okay? They're making sure they're getting in their personal development, which we'll talk about in a second, every single day, okay? Now, those are two different kinds of mindsets, you guys. The first one is you're letting that overwhelmed, lost, unmotivated feeling take over, okay? And it's going to stop you dead in your tracks. Now, the other people are probably still as overwhelmed and stressed out and, have frustrations at times, but they're focusing on the positive. They're focusing on saying, okay, I know this business is going to take some time, and I know it's going to be a hustle and a sacrifice, and I'm going to have days where I feel frustrated, but I'm going to focus on the positive rather than the negative, okay? So feel free to put in the chat bar, you guys. I see some of you guys are, which I love. I didn't even have to tell you. That's good. You're being coachable. But put in the chat bar how you're feeling right now, okay? How are you personally feeling, okay? What you are feeling right now is going to go straight into the action that you are or are not doing in this business, okay? Let me say that again. How you are feeling right now is going to affect what you are going to be doing in your business, all of the actions that you do, okay? I know for me personally, when I'm feeling crummy about myself and I'm feeling overwhelmed and stressed, the last thing that I want to do is go invite someone to join my team or to join a challenge group with me, right? Or to post my journey on social media because I don't feel good. But if I'm focused on the positive, and I'm remembering that I have this beautiful opportunity to offer to other people, and I'm focusing on the positive side of it, of course I'm going to go out and I'm going to invite people, whether it's to a challenge group or coaching. I'm going to be sharing my journey and my energy on my Instagram stories, on my Facebook and on my Instagram, right? We've all been there, okay? So as you're sitting in that first mindset, okay, if you're still in there, you haven't fully given yourself permission to go all in with this business and to treat it like a business. Yeah, so I remember my husband, when he first really got into this business, it was before we got married and he started understanding it, he was like, why don't people just realize that you're literally opening up a business, and if you don't show up, your business doesn't grow. If you do show up, your business grows. Right? It really is that simple, you guys, but we have to take it to the next level and say, okay, if I expect this business to grow, I have to first fuel my mindset, because my mindset is going to fuel my action, and my action is going to fuel my results, right? So guys, I want you to understand this right now as a brand new coach, and I know I have some older coaches watching this as well, and that might just need a little kick in the booty, right? I need a kick in the booty too. I had to give myself one a week or two ago, okay? Your mindset is literally going to make or break you in this business, okay? And there's gonna be times where you have to shift your focus again and say, okay, I'm starting to shift back into old ways. I'm starting to doubt myself again. This is not something that you can just like fix one time, you guys, and then all of a sudden it's like, I am the most positive, upbeat person. I don't ever need personal development again. I don't ever need to do affirmations. I don't have to do any of that stuff because I did it once and now I'm going to crush it, right? This is something that you need to do every single day, no matter how successful you've been in this business, you guys. You have to. It's like adding, it's like adding wood to a fire. Eventually, if you stop adding wood to that fire, it's going to burn out. But if you keep that wood going on the fire, it's going to keep burning, right? So let's keep that burning. It's not something that, a lot of people, and this was me at the beginning, thinking that you just focus on the workouts and you just focus on your nutrition and just sharing on social media, and that's what's going to make your business grow. No, you have to do the personal development every single day, you guys, and control your mindset. I'll give you guys some suggestions at the end, okay? If you're thinking, okay, so how am I supposed to control my mindset? I'll help you, okay? So we have to grow into the kind of person that we want to be in this business. So if you're a brand new coach and you have big goals, which I'm hoping you do, that you want to be able to pay off debt, you want to be able to bring your spouse home from work, you want to be able to bring yourself home from work so you can be home with your children, or maybe you just want to take your family on like a really cool, awesome trip that you don't have to worry about income, okay? Whatever it is, you guys, you can do it, okay? But you have to grow into that kind of person that deserves that kind of business, okay? And it's possible. It's completely possible because you've seen other people do it, okay? So between the Success Club System Tracker, which some of you guys are brand spanking new to, and you're probably like, I don't even know how to use this thing, and the new coach mentorship starting on March 4th, we're restarting for the month of March. We walk you through how to do the Success Club Tracker. So don't freak out quite yet. That's a couple days away. But between the Success Club Tracker, the group that we're running, so the new coach mentorship group, the calls that we do every single Thursdays, like thank you for showing up, you guys, and having your upline, reaching out to your upline and asking them questions to help you through things. You have all the tools that you need to succeed in this business. Probably too many tools, honestly, to succeed in this business that it can be overwhelming, right? So you have everything to be successful in this business. You just have to do them and be okay with failing. How many of us have like such a negative connotation towards failing, right? Like it's like no and fail. Like those are just such bad words in our world, okay? You have to let go of that and know that if you're failing, that means you're trying. It means that you're learning, okay? So take the negative connotation off of those words and know that the only way that you're truly going to fail in this business if you give up on yourself. I remember when I heard that for the first time. I was like, because I feel like I'm failing all over the place, right? And then I heard someone say that, and they said, if you asked the people who are in the top 10 currently how many no's, how many ignores, how many blocks, how many times that they feel like they're failing in a day, you would probably be floored, you guys. But they've learned that when they're failing, they're learning, okay? And they're trying different things. You have to be in that kind of mindset and be okay with that, okay? So you're probably thinking it's easy for me to say this because I have succeeded, you guys, but I think you guys have to forget, I think you guys have to remember that I was where you guys were, okay? 9 years ago. And I know that seems like so long ago, but I was there, okay? I had to push through the no's. I still do on a daily basis. I had to push through the naysayers. I had to push through my own self-doubt, so my own self-limiting beliefs and that mean girl that says that you can't do it, right? I had to learn that failure and no is not a bad word, okay? It just is showing that I'm learning, okay? This business is such a beautiful opportunity if you allow it to be, okay? But this is where we have to get serious, you guys. This business, you're not an employee of Beachbody, okay? You are not an employee of Beachbody. You are the CEO of your own fitness and health business. Some of you might think like, oh, I didn't sign up for that. Prepare yourself, right? Because that's a cool thing, you guys. But what you do and don't do affects you. It's on you. That's a cool thing. When you can finally believe in yourself, with some mindset's going to help, you're going to be unstoppable. And know that like, okay, if I'm willing to outwork other people, if I'm willing to show up and do the hard stuff, I can take my business wherever I want it to. I can give myself a pay raise whenever I want to, right? That's cool, you guys, especially, coming from being in the corporate world and being capped out at a certain income. It feels awesome to be able to have that control, okay? You're not trading time for money anymore, okay? You don't clock in and clock out and say, I worked 5 hours today, so I made $30. No, okay? And some of you are not going to like this part, but just trust me, okay? Because you are going to be undercompensated. You are going to be undercompensated for months, sometimes years, while working extremely hard in this business. You need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with that, you guys, and know that eventually if you continue working, because this is a CEO, this is your own business, this is the way that business works, okay? If you're making thousands of dollars after 5 minutes of signing up in a business, that's a good chance to run the other way, okay? Because something illegal is going on. If you don't have to hustle for your money, something's going on, okay? So not with this business, not from the beginning. You have to put the work in. You have to have the grit. You have to have the patience. You have to have the ability to be coachable. I had a call with and I think she's on here right now, a coach earlier, and she said, gosh, like if everyone would just do what you told them to do, they would be successful. Like you make it like stupid easy for people to succeed. And I was like, yes, we give you all the tools. You just have to be willing to be coachable and do them, you guys. And how do I know? I went through it, you guys. I went through it. My first 2 years of coaching, I wasn't making anything. If I pulled up my income, you guys would see all the zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Even though I was working my tail off, okay? Not the first year. The first year I wasn't so good at it. But the next 2 years I was, okay? And I was working my tail off because I had jumped both feet in, okay? And I will be honest, the first year of my business, I had an employee mindset. And I thought if I showed up for an hour or two, I should have made $30, right? Like, why am I not getting paid? But then finally in 2011, when I said, okay, that's not how this works, right? I'm going to get undercompensated for a while until my effort and my hustle catch up to me, right? And then I'm going to get overcompensated in those years to come, okay? And I focused on that CEO mindset and I never looked back, okay? And from 2011, you guys, my income has increased every single year. I'm not going to go through numbers, but it has, okay? Because I finally believed in me and believed in the fact that I deserved to have this business, but that the income would not come if I wasn't willing to work for it. Okay, and you better believe I've worked my tail off. I've worked my heart really, really hard and still do, okay, because I love it. So as a coach, you get to keep everything you make, okay? I think people forget that too. Like we're like, oh, you know, like when I work at a company, I get like a certain amount taken out of my taxes and everything. No, you guys, you get to keep everything. Yeah, once you do your taxes, if you make over $500, then the government takes some of that because we don't have control over that. But you guys, you literally get to take everything that you earn, like those $30 that you get from a challenge pack, that comes into your bank account. Nothing is taken out of it, okay? And then more and more and more as you continue to grow your business, okay? And Beachbody is set up as a way to, as you continue to grow, and you're not just helping yourself, but you're helping your team. Then they say, oh my gosh, you're doing such a good job mentoring your coaches. They get to keep everything they've made. But because you're helping them, you're mentoring them, you get a little bonus because you're mentoring them and you're helping other people succeed. Where in the world does that happen, you guys? Like no other place in this kind of business from Beachbody. They want to see you succeed, okay? And you want to, you know, there's some days where, you know, Kirk and I will look at our paycheck and I'm like, I have to remind myself that we deserve this because of the hustle that I put in the first couple years when I wasn't making anything, okay? And that it was when I first started out, okay? So you have to remember that, you guys, it is going to come back tenfold if you're willing to work for it. But I see too many people get caught up in that employee mindset of saying, I worked 5 hours this week and I made nothing. This is a scam, right? Really? It's not. It's not, especially at the beginning, you guys, because you're learning and people are learning to trust you and you're building relationships, okay? So you have to accept this mindset now and know that you're going to have to work extremely hard in the beginning. And I can't tell you that it's going to happen in a month. Okay, I can't tell you that it's going to happen in 6 months that you're going to be making $1,000. Some people will, some people won't. Okay, I can't tell you that it's going to happen in a year. Okay, and for most of you, it won't unless you're willing to work for it. Okay, but if you can stick in this business and not give up, it will happen if you're willing to hustle for it. Okay, so guys, one of the things that I wanted you guys to know is how to control your mindset, okay? And there's a few things that you can do every single day. And not only is it going to help you in this business, but it's going to help you in like every area of your life. Affirmations, okay? So saying things that you want to improve. So for me, yes, I have some personal ones that are saying, you know, I pour the best parts of myself into being a mom and a wife, okay? But then I also have business ones. I'm attracting people who see the value in what I have to offer. I'm attracting hardworking, coachable, independent coaches who are willing to hustle just as hard as I want to, or as hard as I am, okay? So I come up with affirmations of what I want to have happen in my business. And I say them every single day. And that's something that will control your mindset. Because when we're focused on positive things, that's what your brain is going to focus on. Versus, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed. I can never do this. I can't post on social media. I suck. I'm really boring. Would we ever talk to our kids like that? Like really, when you think about the things that you say to yourself, would you ever talk to your kid like that? I don't think so. I hope not, right? So don't say it to yourself. Say those positive things to you. So affirmations, personal development. I'll give you a list of our favorite personal developments for mindset after this. Audible, everywhere you go, you guys. I have my little headphones that I just click in. They're in here. You guys are probably like thinking, what are these? My headphones that I walk around with when, you know, I've got the TV going because Kirk's watching something or Tenley's watching something or Tenley's running around being crazy. Yes, I do watch her. But when I'm doing dishes or I'm doing the dinner or I'm getting ready in the morning, I have my headphones in. I'm listening to personal development that's going to put me in a good mood. okay? Because I still have that mean girl that creeps up in my head, you guys, that says things. And I got to shut her off real fast. So if I'm fueling my brain with positive stuff and listening to positive stuff, she doesn't have room, okay? Miracle Morning, okay? So if you guys have not read The Miracle Morning, the routine in that is set up to help you have a positive mindset, okay? Creating a list of 10 things that you're grateful for every single day. Like I said before, when you're focused on the positive, you don't have room for negative, okay? So just creating a list of 10 things, forcing yourself, especially when you're in like a negative headspace, to say, what am I grateful for today? When you get done with 10, you're like, I could probably come up with 10 more. That's amazing, okay? My alarm's going off. I'm almost done. The next one, you guys, is sticking to your nutrition and fitness, okay? So that's kind of going without being said, but we're health and fitness coaches, okay? And when I'm on track with my fitness and my nutrition, gosh, I feel so much better, right? I feel so much better. And it makes me want to go share that with other people. But if I'm eating cake every single day, or waffles, even though I want to, being pregnant, or if I want to, if I'm focusing on eating crap all the time, then I'm feeling lazy and sluggish and negative and sleeping like crap, and then I don't even want to go out and help anyone, right? So make sure that you're sticking to it. And not only that, you guys, like the amount of people that I've seen that have made it through Transform 20 and like just made it all the way through, whether their results were great or not so great, but actually stuck with the program, that confidence goes up, right? Because you proved to yourself that you could do something hard. And sticking to a program fully is not an easy thing to do, you guys, but it's a huge confidence boost, right? And you're proving to other people that it can be done, okay? Getting enough sleep. Now I know, I see some babies on this. It's hard when you have babies, okay? And you're like, what is sleep, right? Just do the best that you can, okay? I'll be right back there with you in a couple months. The other thing is paying attention to who you are surrounding yourself with. I had to take a hard look in the mirror about a year ago and say, who am I letting into my inner circle? Who am I connecting with on a daily basis? Are they bringing me up or are they tearing me down? And if they're talking about negative things all the time, even if I have nothing negative going on in my life, guess what? I'm going to start focusing on negative things. But if I surround myself with the doers, the people who are focused on being positive, that might not have it all together, but they're doing the best that they can, guess what? That's going to force me to do the same thing, to match their efforts, okay? So look at who you're surrounding yourself with. Are you surrounding yourself with people who are complaining or people who are positive? And cut those ties, you guys. I know it's not easy. I had to cut some people out that I really didn't want to. And we're still friends, just not as close, okay? Suggestions for personal development, okay? The 10X rule by Grant Cardone, that's one of my favorite ones, you guys. That's one that will take your business to the next level, okay? Now, don't do this one until you do these other ones, okay? I see Kaylee saying it's so good. Yeah, it is so good. So before doing the 10X rule, you guys, I would suggest The Miracle Morning for Network Marketers by Pat Petrini. He has really great network marketing tips, but also he teaches you the Miracle Morning routine that is so powerful. I think I saw Jamie Brown on here. She can probably tell you guys in the chat bar, she started doing Miracle Morning, I think back in December, Jamie, or was it November? And complete 180 with her and just the way that she has done with her business, and I'm so proud of you for that, Jamie. It really, that routine is amazing, okay? The other one, you guys, is mastering your inner mean girl. I forget who it's by. I always forget that. Real cute Australian girl. But that's a really good one, too. If you're someone who has these constant negative thoughts and maybe things that have happened in your past that are holding you back, mastering your inner mean girl is amazing. And then the last one for mindset, you guys, is The Power of I Am by Joel Osteen. Britt reminded me of that before we hopped on, and I was like, yes! The Power of I Am by Joel Osteen was a game changer for me. Maybe I'll listen to that one again because it truly did help me focus on those affirmations. It's all about, I am powerful, I am strong, I am successful, I am worthy. Things that you can say to yourself to keep yourself in a positive headspace. And like I said, to take your business to the next level, the 10X rule by Grant Cardone. I would suggest the Audible version, because just listening to his energy and just the way that he says things is, I think, so much more powerful than reading it in a book. So guys, that is about it. Don't hop off. I want to